Hello.
Chrissie,
Hello.
so nice to meet both of you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you. Thank you for taking the time for doing this little interview for the Mini Mode peeps. And yeah, let's just have a nice conversation about this amazing book, which I really enjoyed it. I read it in, I think, a couple of hours.
Oh, wow.
Well, yeah, no,
Reader.
I read them. I wanted to, I read it, yeah. And I wanted to know what happened to Erin. I wanted to have the whole experience. And I thought it was really fantastic, actually. Really, it's funny. It was a good learning tool. I felt like I learned more about you, Cara, and the things that you face in life. And yeah, I really got a lot from it. I learned a lot from that book.
Oh, thank you. That's so good to hear, isn't it? Yeah. Wow. I think when we were first talking about it, it was quite important that Cara really wanted it to educate people and things. So that's really lovely to hear. Yeah.
Oh, so education, you wanted people to know about achondroplasia, about what did you want them to learn about?
Well, I think that was one of the main things that we wanted to educate kids about, especially at such a young age, so that they grow up with that education of knowing about different disabilities, especially achondroplasia. And I think that's really the target that I wanted to hit with the book, just getting more awareness out there, and plus just a feel-good book. I just wanted someone just to have a good read. Yeah, it is about dwarfism, it is about achondroplasia, but it's also just friendships and all other things. And I think I wanted that to shine through most, as well as achondroplasia. But yeah, I just wanted it to be a feel-good book as well.
I think you guys hit the nail on the head with that, because it is feel good. It's also, like you said, relationships and friendships, and it brings up, issues, things that people can consider in themselves as well. Because I was like, oh, Erin's getting a big head, and she got those two horrible girls. Was it Isabella and Sophie?
Yes.
But Isabella, she was, yeah, and it was good learning in there. So how did you two collaborate? How did you co-work? What was it like?
Well, I think Scholastic contacted me first, I think, if I wanted to do a book. And I think it's just like, oh my goodness. And then I think a few weeks later, Chrissie got asked, I think.
Okay.
And then so they put us two together. It's a fantastic duo,
Yeah.
So how did the storyline develop?
And we had a lot of brainstorming meetings, didn't we? So there was an awful lot of Zoom calls, because of course we were writing it during lockdown. So we had a lot of Zoom calls, and we talked through a lot of ideas, and we talked a lot about what Cara wanted from the book, and what sort of storyline we could develop to sort of present everything that she wanted the book to be. So I think it was just a series of brainstorming, and we presented ideas, and then Cara came back with her thoughts, and sort of, it was very collaborative, and then sort of eventually we landed with a story that we were all happy with. So yeah.
A very long Zoom meeting, so that's one thing.
Yeah.
You was first second, oh my goodness,
Yeah, we did chat a lot, because it's really important as well to understand, of course, achondroplasia isn't my experience, so it was really important to really understand, Cara's day-to-day challenges, and that involved a lot of conversation and a lot of chat and a lot of laughter as well. To be honest, we had a lot of giggles while we were chatting, so it was lovely. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Chrissie, because you didn't know about achondroplasia in that much detail, what drew you to wanting to actually co-write this with Cara?
Well, I've written another book about a boy who has a disability, and it was it has cerebral palsy, which was inspired by my goddaughter, and I really want to see all children in books, and I think it's really important that we see representation and inclusion. And so when Scholastic approached me about the project, I was beyond thrilled. I was so excited, and especially because, you know, Cara's doing so well. Look at all the things that she's achieving. And my daughter's a year younger than Cara, and we watched all of Cara's documentaries, and we'd seen everything. We'd seen the fashion line, and my daughter was a bit like, oh my goodness, this is the best person you could ever hope to write a book with. She was so over the moon. And so there was never any hesitation. It was just a complete thrill. Yeah.
Yeah. So Cara, you know you inspire people, don't you?
Yeah, well, that's what I plan to do. Like,
that's what you're doing.
Yeah, exactly. So, because I want to get all the awareness out there, but I also want to inspire other girls like me, either with mixed skin or achondroplasia or anyone, even with my hair. I just want to get myself out there so people feel inspired by me. And, you know, they embrace who they are and who they want to be.
Cara, I think you'd be doing this no matter who you came in the world like. Yeah. You could, I don't think there's anybody that would do this better than you. Your personality just speaks kind of to everybody. And I saw you on Sunday morning live. Yes. Did you see it? Did you get
that? Yeah, it was just great. Yeah.
I was blown away, actually. I was actually really blown away. I was like, wow. You've always blown me away because you're so confident.
Yeah.
You're so confident, and you're so grounded, and you just have an incredible presence, which I find inspiring. And seeing it on Sunday morning live was like, it was just like incredible, really incredible.
Thank you. I plan to keep going, so there's no end to me, you know.
Too right. Good.
I think we know this, don't we, Chrissie?
Yeah, we want that. We want to see more of you, Cara. Yeah. Love seeing you on the telly.
Everywhere.
Co-author.
So with the book, you guys, it released a couple of months ago?
Yeah, April.
April, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So what's been happening? How's it been since the book released?
There's been loads of publicity. I think more than we've ever expected, you know, with interviews and all. And it's just been really good because we're, you know, getting the book out there for more people to read. And I think it's been very busy, especially with me having school as well on top of that. I think it's just been very busy, but it's been great. You know, I think I got so many opportunities with different interviews and TV opportunities. I think it's just been great, especially I think the book, and especially clothing line as well. It's given me so many opportunities, like for publicity as well.
Fantastic. So I heard that you might be doing some stuff in the States. Is that correct?
No, we can't say too much. But there's stuff happening, let's just say. There's stuff happening.
We're
keeping everything crossed.
Yeah.
Crossed. Yeah. Keep everything crossed. It's a story that is universal. It appeals to everybody. I can't see anybody who wouldn't read that and get something from the book. I think it was incredible. And you know, the end, I'm not going to do any spoilers, but it was like
yeah. Do you know what? My mum read it recently, and she texted me. My mum is she's 77, and you know, she's got sort of no experiences connected with the book really, but she read it because she wanted to read it, and she phoned me up. She said, Chrissie, I'm crying. It's so joyful, I'm crying. And I was like, oh, we're touching a 77-year-old, my mum. You know, it's just that's just wonderful to do that.
And it's actually got every generation in the book. Thinking about it, it's very intergenerational. The whole lineage is in there. And I know you, Cara, you wanted that, didn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. I think I just wanted everyone to be able to read it and enjoy it and get something from it. And I wanted people to go, oh, that's like me, and you're like, be able to say to themselves, oh, you know, like I actually have something in common with this, you know, character. I have something, like I've had this situation before. Like I think that's just like what I wanted from the book, just for people to be able to enjoy it and to, you know, see themselves in the characters as well.
Yeah. And I think one of the things I really liked is that everybody in the book grows. They start at one place and then they grow, they evolve. Your little brother Joe, I mean, it's like, okay, Joe. I love those things. I thought that was really, it's really a complete book. So is there going to be like a part 2?
Well, you know, I would love to do another one. I think that would just be so much better. And I've already got ideas, and, you know, I think it would just be... So we just have to get, you know, we just need to start, you know.
Another one to keep the fingers crossed for, isn't it? We're hopeful.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
Yeah, because you could see it evolving, you could see it growing, you could see part 2 for sure. Part 4. Yeah, it was really fantastic read. So what would you say, if I said what were your top 3 takeouts from the book, what would be your top 3 takeouts, Chrissie?
Well, I think first off is probably meeting the Maileys and getting to know the Maileys and building a real friendship with them. They've been such a joy to work with. It's been such a pleasurable experience, and I'd say that's the top best thing for me coming out of it. Obviously, education, learning so much about achondroplasia and really understanding that experience, and really going for a deep dive into understanding what it is to have achondroplasia. And thirdly, I don't know. I think how it's connecting, how readers are connecting with it, and how all readers connect with it. As you said, it's a universal message, and I'm loving seeing how it's universally being connected with. It's just beautiful to see that.
Fantastic. Okay, over to you, Cara. What would your top 3 takeouts be?
Well, getting to write a book, I think not many 13-year-olds would be able to write a book. That
True.
I think was really good, you know, like especially for my English, if I do it for GCSE or anything, I'll have that, you know, knowledge of how to write a book and how to, you know, how that process goes of how to do it. Another one would be getting as many opportunities as I got, you know, with TV interviews and newspapers. I've been really lucky, you know, I'm really fortunate. Like, I'm really happy to get all these, you know, just get my awareness out there as well. And then thirdly, probably is, I know, it's really hard. Probably meeting Chrissie. Like, we're like lifelong friends with this. You know, I think definitely it'll be forever, you know.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, thank you so much. It was a great book, great read. I think it's the first book I've finished in a long time. I actually wanted to finish, and incredible. Great job.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us. It's really lovely to meet you as well. Thank you.
Yeah, it's good to meet you.